Hello, greetings dear friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today it has been long I've not done any video. So today we are going to continue PIC microcontrollers. Okay, so what are we going to see in PIC microcontrollers today? Basically, we're going to be talking about interrupts. Yeah. So what are the level of interrupts? 1. Yeah, the next video will be interrupts 2. We're going to see different types of interrupt. So I'll just show you the result. You get the result of the implementation before I go to the explanation of the code. So let's simulate and see together. So actually with this code, this switch here, as you can see, that's what actually causes an interrupt. You can see it is connected to RB0, which is /int. There is interrupt, that's interrupt register. So it's an interrupt pin. So right now let's see what it actually does. Once I connect it to the ground and connect it back to the power, it sends an interrupt and it lights the first LED. I do this again and I will do this, it lights the second LED, and I take this over again, it lights both LED right now. If you recognize, actually this LED, they are counting in binary, that is counting from 0 to 9, and we're going to explain that in our code why it will be counting from 0 to 9. So if you proceed 3, 4, sorry, and this is 5, 6, 7, 8, finally 9. For 10 right now, it does not display. We're going to explain that in our code. It was a limitation we had. So that's actually the result of our interrupt routine in which we're going to do in this video. So stay tuned and follow as we proceed. So move right now to explanation of the code. The code was very lengthy, so I had to write it and just explain during the video. So we're going to see it right now. Okay, as you guys all know already, our code always starts with a list p #include p16. All of this here, I've been seeing it in our other videos. Yeah, and org, I think the previous video you saw this too. Yeah, so you just indicate the memory location where our microcontroller is to start the code. That's where it's going to start storing the code. And here right now we are initializing our terms using an echo. Okay, all of these I've been seeing them. The only stranger right now is intcon. You see that intcon right now, that's the RB0 pin. So you see that we equalize it to a certain 0x0B, where this 0x0B is a general purpose register. But this register right now, we're going to be controlling it in such a way that we get the value there each time and we remain tuned with it. And the next stranger here too is temp. Temp here is just a temporal register, as you can see in the comment. It's just a temporal register. It will just help us to like link some stuff with the working register and store some value for some time. And we've seen this function, this keyword go to. Actually after this it will just keep and go to this main code here. As you can see, it will skip and come here. But before that right now, we have our interrupt routine, and our interrupt routine is somehow written in a different memory location. As you can see, that's it. It originates from the 0x04 memory location. So right now, this is a part we need to really take our time and explain, because this interrupt part is the greatest stranger here. So actually, what does our interrupt here do? Actually, we have a count register, right? Yeah, as we saw already a count register, we saw it in our previous videos. It's just like to keep numbers, and it's counting from 0, 1, 2, 3. So for this case, we'll be incrementing the value in our count register by 1. And how is this going to be incrementing? By pressing the switch, as you guys saw in the video. Since our count register is connected to a general purpose register, so our interrupt gets started. Here we start first of all by moving the value of W temporarily to temp. Okay, like I was explaining already about interrupt routine before the distraction. So I'm going to take it over here. So we're moving right now W to a temp register, and we talked about the temp register just being a temporary register. It just does something temporary, and after we get it back, and after it remains empty. So we have right now a count register. That's a general purpose register. In this general purpose register, we'll be incrementing value there by 1. And how this incrementation be done? It will be done by that our switch we saw in the Proteus. So that's where it is being incremented by 1. And now working register right now, a value is being moved. That value is 0A, that is 10. So this is where right now restores that. So in our working register we have 10, and our count we have 1 for now. So what do we do right now? We are seeing this keyword that's subtracting what is in the working register from what is in the file register, and our file register here is count. So what is in our working register is actually 10, and what is in our count is actually 1. So 10 minus 1, obviously that's 9, and that's possible, right? Yeah, so the subtraction will be successful. You repeat the same process. The code actually continues. We have 10 minus 1, 10 minus 2, 10 minus 3, 10 minus 4, 10 minus 5, right up to 10 minus 9, right? Because our value of count to reach a point where it will actually be 9, as we saw in our simulation. So 10 minus 9 is still possible. And right now, you might be asking yourself, for the bit test rate right now will be 4. When it actually reaches at the point of 10 minus 10, 10 minus 10, it does right now a bit test. The 10 minus 10 right now, we have right now a carry flag in our int con register. Yeah, that's a carry flag. Yeah, that's a register. Somehow it keeps a carry whenever the value of count is greater than or equal to that of the working register. We have a set at the carry flag, and this carry flag is precisely found at the status register. Sorry, I said at the int con, it's instead at the status register. So a status register right now, since it has that carry flag right now is set only when what the value of count is equal to or greater than that of the working register. So whenever it is set, you know what it means already. Is skip when set, so it's going to skip, go to carry on, and execute, go to play. But whenever the carry flag is 0, and the carry flag is 0 whenever the value of count is between 9 and 0. Hope you're getting the point. And if that the carry flag is a 0, it's not going to skip, go to carry on. It's going to execute, go to carry on. What does go to carry on see? Let's get right now to explain go to carry on. Carry on right now is it proceeds with the interrupt routine. Yeah, it proceeds with the interrupt routine. So as you can see, the first line of code is PIC16F int con. So you know already the meaning of PIC16F. So in our interrupt register already, right? Yeah, we have a value there which was sent already by the count. So it is being cleared right now to receive another interrupt. So that's what a carry on right now is for. So it clears the interrupt register to receive another interrupt. And right now, as you can see, move FW, very strange, right? Usually see WF. So right now I'm moving the temp, what's in a temp register to the working register. And after that right now, you come out of the interrupt routine. That's all for the interrupt routine. But if that the carry flag is set, we're going to obtain a skip. We're going to skip this line of the code, and skipping it, we're going to observe go to clear. Actually, what happened before our carry flag was set? It was because our count was either 10 or greater than 10. So we clear our count back to 0, and once our count is back to 0, we also clear an interrupt register so that we obtain other different interrupts and the code proceeds. So that's all actually for the interrupt. And after the interrupt, the other part, they're actually easy because we've been seeing it in our other videos. Yeah, right now, yeah, these are the only strangers somehow. Yeah, right now we're activating yeah, we are setting all our interrupt registers. In a microcontroller, we have 3 interrupt registers in which we are supposed to set. That's the global interrupt register, the interrupt enable register and the interrupt clear flag. So all of them need to be active. As you saw already, we talked about it, a flag register and a carry flag, sorry, enable, all of this stuff. Yeah, you just make sure they are active or they are set when you're working with your interrupt routines. Right now in this part of the code, I've been seeing it in the previous videos. Actually, in our trace B right there, it's only RB0 with an input. That's why we're sending 01-ish for it to be an input. And right now, trace A, since lets are connected to our trace A, all of them turns to be output. And we have that to have set our port. Here we have seen this setting of our port. And actually, this last small part of the code right now, yeah, it's just for us to be moving. Yeah, like I was saying, at this small part of the code that is here right now, as you can see, you are going to see move WF, and that's very strange. Normally it has to be move WF. No, like it won't make sense because you're actually moving from the working register to the file register, in which that's not the case. You want to instead move from a file register to the working register. That's why you're not going to see W in this case. So we're moving the value from count to W, the working register, and after that right now we move right now from working register to the file register. What you could actually do here is just place a W, you see right? Yeah, move F from F to W, that's a move from the car register to the working register. And next line right now we move the value in the working register to the file register. You know right now, as I said, car register, you start with a value 1, it's incremented by a value 1. You see the value 1 right now goes to the working register. The working register get right now the value and send it to the port A. So that value 1 will shine only the first let, and the first let shine. And after that again the code repeat itself. It takes right now a value 2. A value 2 right now, the subtraction occurs, the carry flag is 0. It carries on with the interrupt, yeah, by clearing an interrupt register and so on, and send right now again the value to the port A, and the second let shine for the value 2. See, that's 2 in binary, that's 1 0. So that's all for the code. Hope it's understood somehow. I don't know if this is summarized. I'm just going to maybe summarize it a little bit for it to be better understood. Okay, like I was saying, all the story, we start with initializing our term interrupt routine. So these are main code. Yeah, in our main code right now, all of our interrupt registers are being set, so they are being activated in such a way that they are being taken in our code. And right now in our code, we're moving the value of count. The value of count is always incremented from the switch we saw. Yeah, since it's incremented, we're moving it, the value of count, to our port A. That's where right now our LEDs are being shined. And we got already, whenever the value of count reaches the value 10, as it reaches the value 10 right now, it activates the carry flag, and the carry flag right now does what? It clears the count register, and it clears also the interrupt register. So that's all for our code. Sorry if it was very lengthy, but I had to go very detailedly for all of this stuff. So let's get back to our simulation so I get to see again more of what we think. I will simulate it together. Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen the previous video how to upload the code. I'm not going to show it again here. So you see what we're saying. For now it is at the ground. We send an interrupt. You see right, as we set an interrupt right now, it increments the value of the count register. Next again we send another interrupt. This other interrupt again increments again the value of the count register by 2. You see right now 2, that is 1 0, and so on and so forth. That's why at the end you are not going to see the value 9. It's going to limit itself at 9. We saw that reason already in our code. Most of you guys might be asking what the use of this capacitor and this resistor. Actually it's almost useless in the case of our code. Yeah, but we're going to be seeing it in other codes. You see that our code to be able to function without it. You see, right? So I'm going to explain the next codes actually why we had that resistor and capacitor, because they are going to be useful in the next code to be seen. Thanks you guys for watching. Thanks very much. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you remain tuned to the latest video. I'm sorry for the delay on all the videos I've been posting. Thanks very much for watching.